They say death is a mystery, but what if those last 7 minutes are more intense and eye-opening than anything you've ever experienced? People who have been on the edge of life and death describe a flood of memories, emotions, and sensations that feel more real than reality itself. It's not just fading into darkness. It's reliving your entire life in a way that changes everything. What really happens in those final moments? Scientists have studied it. Near-death survivors have shared their stories, and the answers might shock you. From a surge of brain activity to visions of loved ones, these last moments are anything but silent. Some say they've seen the other side. Others say they were given a choice to return. But one thing is certain, death is not what we think it is. Before we dive into this mind-blowing journey, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. And we want to hear from you. What do you think happens after we die? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's explore this mystery together. Number 1. The life flashback phenomenon. Many people who have come close to death say they experience a sudden replay of their entire life. It's not just a series of memories. It feels like actually living through those moments again, all in a matter of seconds. What's even stranger is that they don't just see their own perspective. Some report feeling the emotions of others, as if they are experiencing past events through the eyes of the people they affected. Every joy, regret, and important moment comes rushing back. Scientists believe this might be the brain processing memories as it shuts down. They suggest that a surge of activity in the brain could trigger this rapid life review. But if it's just brain activity, why do so many people describe it in the same way? Others think this experience has a deeper meaning. They believe it's a final reflection, a chance to understand one's life before moving on whatever comes next. Some even describe it as a learning experience, showing them the impact of their actions. Whether it's a natural brain reaction or something more mysterious, the life flashback remains one of the most fascinating and unexplained parts of near-death experiences. Number 2. Floating outside the body. Many people who come close to death report a strange feeling of leaving their bodies. They describe floating above themselves, looking down at their own unconscious form. This experience feels incredibly real, as if their mind has separated from their body. What makes this even more mysterious is that some people recall details they shouldn't have known. They remember conversations doctors had while they were unconscious or describe objects in the room they never saw before. Some even mention seeing people outside the hospital room. Skeptics believe these are just hallucinations caused by the brain struggling to survive. They argue that a lack of oxygen or stress can create these vivid, dreamlike experiences. But if that's true, how do some people describe things they could not have physically seen? Others think this is proof that consciousness exists outside the body. They believe that during death, the mind or soul can leave the body and observe the world from a different perspective. Whether it's a trick of the brain or something more, out-of-body experiences remain one of the most puzzling and fascinating parts of near-death stories. Number 3. The mysterious tunnel and light. One of the most well-known near-death experiences is the vision of a tunnel with a bright light at the end. Many people who have come close to death describe feeling pulled toward this light, surrounded by a deep sense of peace and calm. What makes this so fascinating is how common it is. People from different cultures and backgrounds report the same experience, even if they had never heard of it before. Some also say they see loved ones who have already passed away, waiting to welcome them. Skeptics believe this is just the brain shutting down, creating a final illusion before death. They argue that the lack of oxygen and fading consciousness cause these visions. But if that's true, why do so many people describe it the same way? Others believe this tunnel is something real, perhaps a passage to another existence. They see it as proof that death is not the end, but a transition to something beyond. Whether it's a trick of the brain or a glimpse of the afterlife, the tunnel and the light remain one of the most mysterious and powerful parts of near-death experiences. Number 4. A mysterious presence at death's door. Many people who have had near-death experiences report encountering a powerful presence. It is not always described as God or a religious figure, but it feels incredibly strong and wise. Some see it as a being of light, while others sense it as a voice that speaks without words. What makes these encounters so strange is that they follow a similar pattern, no matter what the person believed before they died. Even those who did not believe in anything spiritual describe feeling this presence. It seems to communicate through emotions and thoughts rather than speech. Some people feel overwhelming love and peace in its presence, as if they are being understood completely. Others say it gives them a message or shows them moments from their lives, almost like a life review. Scientists are unsure if this is just the brain reacting to death or something more. Some believe it is a natural response, like a dream caused by dying brain activity. Others think it could be proof of something beyond life. Whatever the truth is, those who experience it often say they are never the same again. Meeting this presence changes their view of life and death forever. Number 5. The mysterious return from death. In the final moments of life, something strange happens to some people. Those who have near-death experiences often describe feeling like they are leaving their bodies and entering a peaceful place. But suddenly they are pulled back, returning to life in a way they don't expect. Some say they were given a choice to stay in that calm, warm place or to return to the world. Others don't remember making a choice at all. They are simply brought back, as if something or someone decided for them. What is most surprising is how many describe the return as painful. They feel as though they were ripped away from a place of peace and thrown back into their bodies. Instead of comfort, they wake up to pain, noise, and struggle. These experiences make people wonder, was it just the brain reacting to trauma, or did they really go somewhere beyond life? Scientists can't fully explain why so many report the same feelings. Whatever the reason, those who come back often say their lives are changed forever. They no longer fear death, but they also struggle with the memory of leaving and being forced to return. Number 6, the brain's final burst of energy. When a person dies, their heart stops beating, but the brain doesn't shut down immediately. Scientists have discovered that for several minutes after death, the brain remains active, sending out signals as if it's still working. This challenges the idea that death happens instantly. What's even stranger is that instead of slowing down, the brain's activity actually increases in those final moments. It's as if the brain is having one last surge of energy, almost like an electrical storm inside the mind. This sudden spike in activity has puzzled researchers. Some believe this final burst means that consciousness might continue for a short time after death. If true, this could explain why some people who are revived report near-death experiences, like seeing bright lights or feeling peaceful. Others argue that this is just the brain's last effort before shutting down completely. They think it might be the body's way of handling death, similar to how a light bulb flickers before going out. Is this proof that some part of us remains aware after death, or is it just a natural reaction of the brain? No one knows for sure, but it's one of the many mysteries surrounding what happens when we die. Number 7. Mysterious deathbed visions. Many people who are close to death report seeing visions of deceased loved ones. These experiences are surprisingly common and often bring comfort to the dying. Some describe seeing family members who have passed away as if they have come to guide them to the other side. What makes these visions strange is that sometimes the dying person sees someone they didn't even know was dead. There have been cases where a patient describes meeting a relative or friend who had died just days before, without any way of knowing they had passed. These experiences make people wonder if there is more to death than we understand. Are these visions simply dreams created by the brain? Or are they real visits from those who have already crossed over? Scientists have tried to explain them, but there is no clear answer. Some believe these visions are just the brain's way of coping with death, like a final comfort before the end. Others think they are proof that an afterlife exists and that the spirits of loved ones truly come to welcome the dying. Are these deathbed visions just coincidences? Or do they reveal something deeper about what happens after we die? No one knows for sure, but they continue to be one of the most mysterious and fascinating parts of the dying process. Death is one of life's biggest mysteries. Scientists have studied what happens in the last moments of life, especially in the brain. So when your time comes, what will you see? Will it be a journey into the unknown, a reunion with lost loved ones, or simply darkness? No one knows, but one day we will all find out.